I'm the type of gamer that likes to play the game and watch the cutscenes, but not really read any files, or notes, or really look up any lore for that matter. So I had the brilliant idea to talk about the game's story from yours truly, from my point of view, because I pretty much have all the qualifications, am I right? I mean, I got the game, I beat it multiple times, and I have a YouTube channel. So here I am bringing you Pokemon Crystal version explained. So as with any sequel, be sure to check out my Pokemon Gold and Silver Poorly Explained. Since this is the third iteration of the generation, I'm going to be skipping a lot because it shares the same story as Gold and Silver for the most part. So right from the jump, the game asks us if we're a boy or a girl, and I don't remember any game prior to this asking, so that's a cool change. I pick a boy because of, my biology, although I'm not opposed to being a female. I mean, back in my Left 4 Dead days, I used to fight people so I could be Zoe. Actually, looking back, I wish I would have picked the girl since I've never seen her in this game. But we get the same intro as Gold and Silver. See, I'm already skipping shit. We spawn into the game and our mom is here. Same old, but this time there's a random ass lady here as well. She talks about her daughter like,
she's so cute, I love children, look at my kids.
So I'm not 100% sure, but it sounds like this would be the female character's mom if you chose to be a girl. And then for some reason the two moms are just here living together, which I swear to God, my room is the only bedroom in this house, so I'm not really too sure where they're staying. And also I have to point out there's still no dad present. We get to Elm's lab and I choose Cyndaquil again like my last video. This time though, I name him Ty, just like Ty Dolla $ign.
Girl, like that ass, coffee on $sign.
Mostly because the final evolution is Typhlosion. I told you, I'm not very original. Then we get asked to go to Mr. Pokemon's again to get the egg.
Oh, it's stupid. I hate it. I just want to stay up late and hang out with my friends.
We see the ginger outside again, but I choose to ignore him. And this time your boy has the cheats.
No, that doesn't sound right.
So I go into the grass, catch the grass starter Chikorita, who I name Meg, like Megan the Stallion.
Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shape.
Or I guess...
Robots in disguise.
Because the final evolution is Meganium. And then I catch the water type starter Totodile, who I name Fergie Ferg.
Fergie Ferg, give me love you long time.
Because the final evolution is Feraligatr. Once again, I am not original. So now we have all three starters for our playthrough, hell yeah. We get to Mr. Pokemon's house and he gives us the exact same egg as last time, and Professor Oak says hi. On our way back, just like the last two games, our rival stops us to battle. But he don't know that I'm a Hackosaurus Rex and I have all three starters. So Meg makes quick work of his Totodile. This time I name him appropriately to the officers, and then Professor Elm chit-chats a little bit more, and then we're released into the wild again at the adult age of 10. We leave to the next city where the gym leader is, and I waste zero time. Well, I mean, besides acting like there's a camera watching me, so I stop to take a picture outside of the gym because duh.
Dad, look at me.
Gonna make a little scrapbook like Poppy or something. But we waste no time going in and fighting the flying type gym leader Falconer. And okay, one terrible name. Who names their kid Falconer? Like, okay, Fokker.
When you called the cops, you violated the circle of trust, Fokker.
We're sorry we called the cops, okay?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you talking to me?
And two, what the fuck is up with this haircut? Hello, the emos from South Park are calling. I swear to God, I'm gonna grill these gym leaders harder than the last video because they, for some reason, resort to using just Gen 1 Pokemon. Come on, bro, I just ran into like 5 Hoothoots outside. You could go and grab one of them, you sorry ass excuse for a bird type gym leader. But we beat him, get the Zephyr badge, and then we ignore everything that this man has to say because he's beneath us now. Ty decides to evolve.
Girl, like that ass, coffee on $sign.
And then we run into this guy trying to sell a Slowpoke tail for $1 million, which honestly, he just sounds like a typical Pokemon card scalper nowadays. Oh, don't lowball me, bro, I know what I have. Get your fat ass sorry excuse of an adult out of here. I fucking hate scalpers. Go and get a real fucking job, you goddamn bum. Then our Meg decides to evolve.
Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shape.
We get to the next town and get the same old man Kurt slipping and falling and hurting his back. So we now have to do everything for him. We shoo away Team Rocket from this well like the dumb animals that they are.
Just get out of here, you stupid, dumb animal.
And then Fergie Ferg decides it's his time to evolve.
Fergie Ferg, give me love you long time.
We get to the second gym leader, Bugsy, and once again, stupid ass name. Who the hell is naming the children of this area women? But then again, can I really talk? I got my gamer tag from a goldfish cracker box.
The snack that smiles back.
Goldfish.
Nah, fuck that, man. My name is dope. But then again, I also named my starters Ty, Meg, and Fergie Ferg. So I don't know, make of that what you will. Maybe I shouldn't be talking shit. But once again, this sack of shit has absolutely zero Johto Pokemon. They are all Gen 1 once again. Am I playing Generation 1 or Generation 2? I can't tell at this point. For fuck's sake, Bugsy, even your lackeys here have a Spinnerack. Why do you not have one? You decided to go with Metapod and Kakuna of all fucking Pokemon? Really? But anyways, right before we leave town, our rival foolishly challenges us to a battle again, so we clean sweep his entire team. Bro, just give up on all of your hopes and dreams. You're going to amount to absolutely nothing. He calls us a weakling and then leaves. Okay, buddy, whatever helps you sleep at night. We make our way to the next city and I get Bill's number from his sister again because I'm going to get Espeon and Umbreon on my team. But first, I go and battle the third gym leader. Well, I mean, kind of. I don't know why, but I go into the gym, beat everyone here, and then right before the gym leader, I leave and I go battle other people. But I eventually make my way back to the gym to battle with Crybaby leader Whitney. And for the first time in this video, I don't mind her name. It finally sounds like a normal human name, about time. And she even has a Generation 2 Pokemon with Miltank here. But what I do mind is the fact that when she loses, she turns into a sniveling crybaby, so she's crying in front of me and I'm all like,
Stop it. Stop.
Then she gathers herself, gives us the badge, and I spit in her face to make her cry again. And then we leave. In the next city, we run into Bill and take his Eevee and put that and Ditto in the daycare again to eventually get Espeon and Umbreon. We go back to the city where we found Bill and fight the Eeveelution ladies again. Then to my surprise, we hatch a shiny Cleffa. The daycare people gave us a free egg, I actually forgot to mention that, and yeah, you know, shiny Cleffa. And normally I wouldn't include a Generation 1 Pokemon on my team, but you know, I mean, it's a shiny Pokemon. So we go into the burnt tower that's also in gold and silver, but this time there's a guy named Yusin. He's a new character and he's basically in love with Suicune, aka the box art Pokemon, aka the co-star to movie number 4. So yeah, Yusin is in love with Suicune, right? So maybe we should call him Suicusin. Suicune is one of the 3 legendary dogs in the region, but I didn't catch them in gold and silver because they roam around the land. And I didn't really feel like trying to hunt all of them down, but I will in this video, don't you worry. We find our least favorite redhead here and he blames us for the legendary Pokemon not being here and then challenges us again. So we clean sweep him again, and I swear to God, this guy hasn't even knocked out a single Pokemon of mine in any battle that we've had so far, which is probably why his dad left him, and possibly his mom. Actually, I don't really know what happened to his parents.
Where are they?
We fall through a hole and he talks shit to us while we're falling, but joke's on him because we actually activated the 3 legendary dogs roaming. And oh, Suicusin is here and he's basically nutting himself since he saw Suicune run past him. Okay, weirdo, don't talk to me. So we leave him there and then we go and battle the 4th gym leader, or not. I for some reason did what I did against the 3rd gym. I walk in, beat all of the trainers, and then leave right before the gym leader to go and do God knows what. I'm starting to get sick of me, man. This is a pain in the ass for video editing. Stick to the fucking script, Cheddar. I for some reason decide to go and train Cleffa, but the 4th gym leader is a ghost type user, so since Cleffa is normal, it won't do anything. It's like me or you trying to fight a ghost with our hands.
How do you like this? I might have just hit you for all I know. Did that hurt? Huh? Is there anyone here? Am I hitting a ghost?
Wrist.
Okay, so now we're back at the gym. We go and pick a fight with the gym leader Morty, and once again, he only has Gen 1 Pokemon. But in a rare moment, I end up losing to him because he uses Hypnosis and it does not miss. So Hypnosis is an attack that puts us to sleep, and then he uses the move Dream Eater, which can only be used while I'm asleep. So he uses hypnosis to put us to sleep, and then he uses Dream Eater to cause massive damage to us. And the kicker is Dream Eater also heals him too. Fucking hate this guy. So I go to the shop, I buy some cocaine to keep my guys awake. We get to the Gengar and it's using the same strategy. But when he puts us to sleep, I wake up my Pokemon. So when he uses Dream Eater, it does not work. We finally defeat Morty, and guess who we didn't use? That's right, Cleffa. I am so glad I wasted time leveling her up. But he gives us the badge and we leave. We get to Olivine City, which is the city with the lighthouse, and instead of going to the lighthouse, I see this huge ass tower that's called the Battle Tower. And I do not remember this being in Gold and Silver. But if it's like the other battle towers in later generations, it's more of a side quest than a main quest. So I'm gonna leave it be because you just battle people, usually with set levels on your Pokemon to earn items. So it's not too beneficial for me to actually go into detail in this video. We get to the lighthouse and it's the same as last time. The lighthouse Pokemon is sick, so we swim over to the nearby city, get the medicine, go north, and oh, look at that, I see a blue legendary dog. I go to interact with it just for it to run away. And just as quickly as it ran, Eugene shows up. He's still having aftershock orgasms, but then challenges us to a battle. Us. Dude does not know who we are. So I beat his trash ass team, and what are you wearing, bro? Whose child's birthday is missing a magician? He says, damn, you valid, and then leaves. We go into the next gym where my Meg evolves into its final form. And then we go up against Chuck again, where he does the exact same party trick of throwing a boulder as the last games. It's not very impressive once you see it more than once.
You call this predictable?
You're alligators. Yes.
Oh, it's so scary!
Seen it.
What's this one do?
Cherish.
He has 2 Generation 1 Pokemon again, so he's pretty much trash in my book. I don't know why they didn't give him a Hitmontop. I mean, that's a Gen 2 fighting Pokemon. But then again, what the fuck do I know? We beat his no-shirt Vegeta hairline having ass, give Ampharos the medicine, and while I'm free falling to the first floor, one of my Eevees actually hatched. Or I don't know, maybe I just dropped the egg, who knows? We go and we fight the 6th gym leader Jasmine, and once again, I love that name because I love Princess Jasmine. So this is probably the one gym leader that I'm not gonna roast, which is funny because I actually know a girl named Jasmine, but you know, she's white, so that doesn't count. And she has the same team as before, so my Fergie counters the Steelix and we get our 6th gym badge. I check the bling before I leave, but then I think my recording crashed because that's where this video ends. And the next video, I randomly just teleported to Goldenrod City. So, you know, love that for me. But what I love even more is Fergie evolving into its final form.
Fergie, give me love you long time.
I go and I catch the shiny Gyarados that I'll never use since I got an alligator now. But Lance sees this and is in awe because I'm such a manly man. Sitting there with my backpack and backwards hat on, I'm such a fucking G. We go and help Lance turn off the power to something for Team Rocket. I don't know if it's the same as in Gold and Silver, but I'm guessing so. We're just trying to turn off the power to their whole operation because they have no backup generators or anything like a well-built criminal organization. Absolutely zero contingencies. So we go in, defeat the grunts, talk to the rival, knock out the electrodes powering the base, and again, I'm a bit confused as to why they can't just be replaced, but whatever. We go into the 7th gym where our Tai evolves into its final form.
Girl, like that ass, coffee on $.
We go and battle Price is Right again, and dude, you know, you're kind of older than Oak, just retire already. I swear to God, this man has Blaine and Agatha beat in age, which I think qualifies him to be on the Supreme Court. But we get the badge and head on back to Goldenrod to stop Team Rocket there. So I pull up, and I swear to God, when Team Rocket sees me, they have to be like,
Hey, get out of here! This is our yard! You don't belong there! Don't you touch anything! I told you all this yesterday!
our Cleffa evolves, hell yeah. Now I have a shiny Clefairy, although I'm really torn because now it's not a Gen 2 Pokemon, and Cheddar feels conflicted on whether or not he should use it based on, you know, my own rules.
The boulder feels conflicted.
But back to the story because no one cares about my conflictions.
The boulder's over his conflicted feelings.
Same as the last version, we defeat the imposter director, so, you know, by Pokemon law, he needs to tell us everything. So he tells us where the real director is, we go to that location, and once again, this Firecrotch has no excuse for being this terrible at Pokemon battles. Like, come on, man. Maybe you should invest your time in spending time with your parents, or, invest your time finding your parents, because Pokemon Champion isn't in your future. We save the director and then we clear out the remaining Team Rocket grunts, and the director gives us a clear bell this time instead of giving us a wing for Ho-Oh or Lugia. And with this mix-up, I really don't know what to do with this bell. So I decide to go to the Tin Tower, and the guy sees our clear bell and lets us through. I realize this could be a pretty big moment for me, but I don't have a lot of Pokeballs. So I go back to buy some, then re-enter the tower. And this is where we have a battle with Suicune. And oh my god, dude, this thing is one difficult dog to catch. Jesus. But we eventually catch it, and now we got our first legendary Pokemon of the game that I sent immediately to the box. I already got Fergie, man. I don't need this water type.
I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear, gummy bear.
So that's another one of the legendary dogs besides Suicune, and as you can all tell, I was very well prepared by sending out my level 6 Eevee. We carry on to the last gym's town, fight Claire the Dragon type leader, and my big 3 rapping starters handle business. We defeat Claire, and instead of giving us the badge, she says that we need to take the Dragon Challenge like in Gold and Silver. We go to the back area, and instead of picking up an item, we enter this house, which was inaccessible in the last 2 games. We go in, and this guy gives us a few morality questions, and I try to go with the loving, endearing responses, pretty much the opposite of what our no-soul rival would choose, also because, it's Pokemon. And then Claire comes at the end expecting us to fail. This bitch! She finds out that we passed and then gives us the badge. But little do they know, I just told them what they wanted to hear.
Perfect.
So now we're ready to go through Victory Road and eventually the Pokemon League.
I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear, gummy bear.
But of course, this red-headed loser tries to battle us before the league. I'm not even going to acknowledge him as my rival anymore since he's zero threat to me. And as always, we clap his cheeks, give him the clap, or whatever other version of the word clap that you want to use. For the Pokemon League, I kind of do the exact same strategy as in Silver and just run through the Pokemon League severely under-leveled. But this time, just one Pokemon at a time. No joke, I stay savage. Once I get everyone leveled up enough, we head into the Elite Four with a squad. We go against Will's mask-wearing magician wannabe ass, and I use Darkness for the majority of his Pokemon. We go to fight Koga's cape-wearing ninja wannabe ass, and Ty handles half of his team with Sunshine taking out the latter half. Then it's off to Bruno's martial art wannabe no-shirt-having ass. We defeat him mostly using Sunshine, and then we get to Karen's final lady looking ass. I actually struggle a bit against her Umbreon, but Meg gets the W. Ty takes out her Vileplume, then Fergie takes care of her Gengar. I use Clefable and Thunder Punch to beat Murkrow and Fergie to beat Houndoom. So now that we beat her, I'm thinking I impressed her and shit, so I ask for her number. She doesn't give it to us, so we go to take on Lance the champion because we need to take out our frustration somehow. First Pokemon he uses is Gyarados, so I use Clefable and Thunder Punch to handle it pretty easily. And then, oh god, it's Dragonite number 1. I start flashing his Dragonite like I'm on Girls Gone Wild, and it actually works because we kill the first Dragonite, only to be greeted by the second one that kills me. I use Fergie to Ice Punch that one to death, and then when the third Dragonite comes out, I low-key use Darkness as bait. I know that Dragonite is going to use Hyper Beam, and when he's recharging on the next turn, I can get a free Ice Punch, and it works until he uses a full restore. But I hit him again and end up killing the last Dragonite. So now he sends out Charizard, and it's fire versus fire. I could have used Fergie, but pride is on the line. I taught my Ty Thunder Punch though, so 2 of those kills Charizard. And then I use Fergie's Ice Punch to kill his last Pokemon Aerodactyl, and we are now Pokemon champions. Hang up that cape, bitch. We get inducted into the Hall of Fame once again, hoping I made my dad proud wherever he is. Probably not even paying attention. Classic dads, am I right? As with the last game, we go through to the Gen 1 region and defeat all of the gym leaders over there. I won't go into too much detail since I already went over that in my Gold and Silver video, but we beat all of the Kanto gym leaders. However, when I was going to defeat Brock, I'm not too sure what happened, but I think my OBS just crashed or stopped recording because I'm missing Brock and the Lugia catch and probably the last gym leader in Kanto. But to be fair, this is how my recording sounded. It did not sound like that while I was playing, but yeah, you know, I guess it makes sense why it crashed, huh? It's kind of crazy how I had 2 crashes while recording for this video. But we pick up on the island next to Lugia, so he's brand new, and basically all I'm doing right now is hunting for the other 2 legendary dogs. You all remember how I caught Suicune, right? Well, its siblings Entei and Raikou are running wild across Johto, so I basically have to go between 2 routes, run up and down, check my map, and then pray that they're in the route that I just entered. They change locations every single time I change a route. It fucking sucks. For example, if they're 1 route above me, I run up to that route, they will move to another one. It is just such a pain in the ass. Oh, and then when you're fortunate to be in the same route as it and you actually run into the legendary dog, it automatically runs away, making you have to hunt it down all over again. I don't give Entei the chance to run and I just throw my Master Ball, which I didn't have earlier. So that's 1 dog down and now we're on the hunt for Raikou. We need all 3 dogs to unlock Ho-Oh. So that's why I'm going through this hell. For you guys. I'm a man of the people. Vote Cheddar for president. I run into Raikou and before it's able to run, I think, wait a minute. Don't tell Nintendo, but I'm playing on something that rhymes with the Shmemulator. Don't even at me. I do own the physical copies of all these Gen 2 games, and Gen 1, and Gen 3, and the majority of all the other generations, alright? I've been playing Pokemon since it came out, but I just kind of save before I throw my ball. That way, if Raikou breaks out and inevitably runs, I can just load up my last save and then throw the ball again. So that's the strategy that I use. It no joke takes about 20 minutes, but we catch Raikou and success.
Yeah, success.
Now we can go and catch Ho-Oh. We climb up the same tower that we did in Silver and Gold, and then we confront Ho-Oh, which honestly was not too bad. I catch Ho-Oh and then I have one more little treat for you guys. I go and I fight Red again like in Silver. We all remember Red, our Gen 1 protagonist, but this time I'm bringing my own 3 starters, along with the 2 evolutions and a Tyranitar that I caught off camera to replace Clefable. We start the battle with Red sending out Pikachu, and it's not even a contest for my Rockzilla. He then sends out Venusaur and I send out Sunshine. Once again, it's a pretty easy kill. I actually one-shot him. So Red sends out his own Sunshine and I send out Darkness. Once again, it's a pretty easy dub for Darkness since Psychic types have no effect on Dark. Red sends out Snorlax and this is the curveball.
Psych, I'm fucking coming at you.
I send out Tai to counter. What the fuck? A crit should not have done that much damage. I send in Rockzilla and he avenges Tai for me. So Red sends in Blastoise and I go with Meg here and oh my god, he knows Blizzard. And I'm frozen, dude, what the fuck? So I send out Sunshine to finish the job, which he does. Then last Pokemon Red sends out is Charizard, so I send out Fergie and this fight is a lot more straightforward. And then we defeat Red once and for all and that is the end of the game. Nah, just kidding. I have a treat on top of this treat for you guys. I'm giving out cavities on the daily.
Get over here. Think you can go to bed all caked up like I ain't got a sweet tooth? Like I ain't trying to get a cavity? What you thought this was, man?
What?
Nothing, just kidding.
I restart the game, go back up to Red, and this time I have a new team consisting of all legendaries. So we go up to Red and he sends out Pikachu. I send out my Entei and he kills Pikachu pretty easily. And I will die on this hill, bro. Pikachu is overrated. He sends out Espeon and I send out Celebi, which honestly was such a joy to have. I love Celebi. It's a straight up savage with the grass psychic typing. He sends out Charizard, so I send out Suicune. One Hydro Pump kills Charizard, so now he sends out Venusaur. I go with Ho-Oh since I want to showcase all of my guys for everyone here, and one Fire Blast takes down the Venusaur. Red sends out Blastoise, so I counter with Raikou, and just like the last 2 outings, one Thunder kills Blastoise. Last Pokemon he sends out is Snorlax, so I send out my personal favorite legendary of this generation in Lugia, which Red fucking kills.
I ought to beat you to death.
So Celebi goes in to replace Lugia since this little green bug fairy thing is a life-sucking succubus. No joke, I use a move that takes health from him at the end of every turn, and that damage turns into health for me. And then I taught Celebi a move that does the exact same thing. So I'm hitting Snorlax with 2 moves that damage him and heal me. It's just beautiful. So Celebi defeats Snorlax and we defeat Red once and for all. And that is officially the end of Pokemon Crystal. As always, I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching and showing support. Remember, I'm a one-man YouTuber here, so that's why it takes me a while to get these videos out. Trust me, if I could, I would be building these out every week because shit, I could do almost any game ever made. And I genuinely like making these videos. Well, maybe not the whole process, but the end result, I love it. But yeah, you know, just trying to do my best, and I will be working on Generation 3 next, that is Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And actually, by the time this video is out, I will probably have the gameplay videos already recorded. So be sure to check out my other poorly explained videos while you're here, and I will see you guys next time.